What's going on, everybody? It's your boy James from What's Your Forte, and today I'm going to be talking to you about my Firestone Firehawk Indy 500s. So I had the tires on my car for a little over 12,000 miles, and I wanted to give you all my thoughts and impressions of them during the whole time I've had them on the car, and also before I get a new pair. So let's get to it. So I chose the Firestone Firehawks tires because, I mean, just to be honest, the price was very hard to beat. Was able to get them for around $200 for the rears and a little bit less than that for the fronts. I mean, total out the door price, I think I paid maybe like $600, and that's mount, balance, install. I mean, a little over 600, 650, something like that. I mean, you cannot beat that price, especially what I had on the car when I got the car was Michelin Pilot Sport Super Sports, and those tires definitely were good. They were very grippy, but to replace those, you know, I can get 2 rear tires for the price of one of those tires. So, you know, it's kind of like half the cost. So I was like, man, I'm trying to, you know, just got the car. I'm gonna throw these on for right now, see how they run, and then, you know, we'll take it from there. All right, so this is the tread wear left on the front after a little over 12,000 miles. As you can kind of see here, I can stick my finger in there, and you know, there's a lot of tread wear there left. So I'll probably say these probably got another probably another 12,000 miles on them, if not a little more. So I mean, the fronts are wearing evenly, so no issues there. All right, so these are the rears, my drag slicks that I have right now. As you kind of see right there, you see how there's not a whole lot of tread wear left. I mean, they're pretty flat there. Let me go around the back of the tire so y'all can see how the back looks. So this is the left side of the car. You can kind of see how this looks, and now I'm gonna go over to the right side of the car so y'all can see even the right side. I guess I take more right turns than left turns, and the right side is even worse. So yeah, man, it's definitely time for some new tires. So definitely don't want to go up to the tail of the Dragon with no tires like this. All right, so I'm gonna break this down into 5 sections. It's gonna be dry performance, wet performance, comfort, comparison to the Michelin Pilot Super Sports, and will I buy them again? So let's go ahead and talk about that first one, dry performance. So I would say dry performance, whenever the conditions are dry, ideal conditions, I had no problems with grip. The tires gripped up nicely. I hardly ever lost traction. Even after I tuned the car and the tires were still like the low life spectrum of it and didn't really have a lot of thread left, I would say, you know, definitely still was able to grip up and get traction. So that's a good thing there as far as dry performance is concerned. If I had to put it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll probably put it up there at 9. Probably like a high 8 to low 9s if I had to say so myself. All right, so we'll talk next category, wet performance. So if I had to really honestly put out and talk about the wet performance of the tire, I would say it was decent. It was okay. I mean, you're not gonna wreck or nothing like that, but this thread wear is pretty aggressive, and usually in tires that have very good wet performance, you'll see like the little line go straight down in the middle of the tires or around. You know, they have different lines, so like kind of like water channels for the water to kind of go in there so you can still get grip. These thread wear don't really have water channels, so there was one time where I had went kind of fast a little bit through standing water and the back end got a little squirrely, but other than that, I didn't really have too many issues. I would say that the condition that the tires are in now, yeah, I wouldn't recommend anybody that's not confident in driving to drive them in the rain or any wet weather with any power. And if you're trying to put a little power down, do not drive these in the rain when the thread wear gets very low, like the ones I have now. My tires almost look like racing slicks right now, so that's why I'm getting them replaced this week. And yeah, man, like the back end will kick out on you a little bit if the thread wear gets low. But I would say when I first had the tires, I ran through rain and went through wet conditions. I didn't necessarily have any issues. I mean, like I said, if you go through standing water, you may lose a little bit of traction, but nothing too major. So if I had to put on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll probably say maybe like a 7. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the best. I definitely had tires in the past that were better, but you know, it's still decent, especially for the price. I'm not complaining. All right, next category, comfort. I would say the tires are pretty comfortable. They're no different. I don't think the comfort changed much between these and the Michelins. I mean, any summer tire, performance tire, you know, you're going to get a little bit more feedback from the road. Anytime there's any kind of transitions within the pavements or stuff like that, you're going to feel that in any performance tire. At least all performance tires I've had in my lifetime, I've always felt that. So I would say these are right on par with anything else. So if I had to put a rating on it, I'll probably give it like a 7.5, 8. I mean, kind of like, I mean, they're not an all season, they're not a comfort tire. I mean, it's a performance tire. So, I mean, you get, you know, it's kind of the category, it's kind of what comes with it. So, if I had, you know, so that's my thoughts. All right, so another category I wanted to talk about was comparison between these and the Michelin Pilot Super Sports I had on the car. Now, to be fair, when I got this car, it had Michelin Pilot Super Sports on it, but they were pretty much at the end of life. That's pretty much why I had to replace them. That and probably like couple weeks after I bought the car, ran over a nail, punctured the tire, so I just had to get new tires anyway. So, but in comparison between the time that I did have those and these, I know there's a lot of people that like to compare these two. I would say I don't want to say there's no comparison because the Michelins are like double the price of these, but I mean, you know, it is going to be a comparison, I guess, to a certain extent, because everyone's in the market for tires. You're going to be looking at all different types of options. You know, everybody has different different budgets and stuff like that. So I would say to give you like my thoughts. So let me see how I can put this into words. So I put it like this. So the Michelins, I felt like the Michelins grabbed the road, like they dug into the road, like it's kind of like a sprinter sprinting out the blocks. You know, they're digging into it and they're pushing off, and I felt like that's what the Michelins did, as far as like grabbing the road and gripping the road. And these, I feel like they do grip the road, but just not as aggressively as the Michelins. But I would say for a normal driver, people like do a little bit spirited driving, doing this and that, you're not gonna really notice that big of a difference. It's only, I think, if you take it to the track, do stuff like that, where you're really gonna notice a difference. But just regular street driving, for most consumers, most enthusiasts that don't track their cars or do anything like that, I think these tires will be fine. I mean, save the coins, put the money towards, you know, mods or whatever else you want to do, man. I mean, not unless, you know, you're brand loyalty to Michelin, or I'm not really brand loyal to any tire, unless any tire sponsors or any tire companies want to sponsor me, you know, holla at me, what's your forte? But, you know, so nobody's sponsoring me, nobody's telling me they're going to give me free tires. I say go whatever works for you. So I would say if you need to save some coins, definitely, you know, I would definitely recommend the Firestone Firehawk Indy 500. All right, in the last category, will I buy them again? Well, I am going to buy them again. So I actually already ordered them. The Firestone shop here in Charlotte is supposed to have them Tuesday. So once they get them in, they'll give me a call, and I drive up there and go ahead and get those things installed. So one thing about me, I definitely like to keep the front tires and the rear tires the same. If I can, if it's all possible, I do like to keep that way. So since the front tires on my car barely worn at all, you know, they're just rolling, you know, they're just gripping a little bit in the front, they're just rolling, they're not really helping me put down the power. So I'm gonna roll with these, another pair of these. I got them for like $188 a tire, which is dirt cheap for tires. So I'm getting those put on this week, getting a new set, and then also, you know, y'all stay tuned for the channel, because me and some of the buddies in the Turn 2 Club, we're gonna be hitting up Tail of the Dragon this coming up weekend. So y'all stay tuned for that, man. I'm gonna try to grab as much footage as I can of that. So y'all stay tuned for that. So that's another reason why I know I had to get these new tires, because I don't want to be up there in the mountains hitting the little twisties and stuff, and out my tires ain't no good. So definitely wanted to get that taken care of before I hit that. So, I mean, that's about it, man. I just want to give y'all my thoughts on the impressions of the tires and everything there. So, I appreciate y'all watching this. Subscribe, follow me, follow Euro Empire, and I still got that contest going on, man. We got to get Euro Empire 3,000 follows on Instagram. Then I get to review their M4, all right? So, just follow me, follow Euro Empire. Follow anybody else that you were thinking about follow them too, man. Support everybody, man. Shoot, man, we all in this together, all right? So that's all I got to say today, man. So I appreciate y'all rocking with me, and I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.